Hello friends, welcome back to Garden Obsessed. My name is Carla. Today, I can't even believe it, it's still May and we could still have frost and they're calling for a high of 30 degrees Celsius today. So it is early in the morning still. We have cloud cover. It's about 15 degrees Celsius out right now. And we're gonna try to knock off some things in the garden before it gets stinking hot. So one of those things that I wanna do is last year and the year before I saw the first inklings, but last year definitely, we were dealing with leek moth for like the first time ever, and it was really affecting my garlic. It was also in ornamental alliums, it was in onions. So one of the things that you can do to manage leek moth is the first generation they can have in our area. I think they have like 3 generations per season, but the first generation is just about to lay eggs on my plants. So one of the things you can do to mitigate that, you can either cover them with netting, which is definitely an option, and maybe I will do that depending on the success of what I am going to do. But the other option is you can spray those crops with BT. So BT is a bacteria, I think it's Bacillus thuringiensis or something like that. And it's what you can use on cabbage moths as well. So I've mixed up 2 liters. The concentrate that I bought, it takes 3 mils per liter. So I put 6 mils in a little sprayer bottle. This is one of those like dollar store hacks that if you have a dollar store near you, definitely check it out. I got my little sprayer for $5 and it works for watering seedlings. It works for spraying these kinds of things. I don't have an extensive garden, you know, one of those backpack sprayers or, you know, the larger handheld pump ones. You know, they're going to do larger areas. I'm still drinking my coffee out of a wine glass. Yes, 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 yes. But this serves my purpose and it was nice and affordable. So definitely check out your dollar store if you need something like this. So let's go start doing some stuff. I also want to try, there's 1 or 2 nights in the next week or 2 that are a little close for comfort. It was supposed to get down to 3 degrees earlier in the week, the forecast was saying. Now they're saying 6 degrees, which is a little bigger buffer. So I'm probably gonna plant some tomatoes today too, knowing that I might have to cover them. I'm still gonna try to hold off on most of the peppers. I might get some peppers planted into a container or something, and also possibly on the docket, depending on how hot and how early I get to it. I have a green stalk that I'd like to start getting planted up. It needs to be refreshed. I just basically left it last year. So that's going to take some time and some work, and it's on the front porch, which gets the afternoon sun. So that's definitely not where I want to be later in the day. But if we get these other things done and, you know, the clouds kind of hold on, maybe we will get to that today too. But let's proceed. Maybe you've noticed these in my garden before, but I highly recommend putting a couple of these in. I'll try not to spray into it because this is my garlic, but here we have the sprayer. This is one of those pump dealios. And then we're just gonna try to spray the surface of everybody. So basically what this does is they have to ingest it to be effective. And once they ingest it, they stop eating and die. Little gruesome, but effective. All right, we're spraying the baby onions here too. And this is also effective on brassicas with cabbage moths. So I'm gonna give, look at that baby kale, man. So I'm gonna give the kale, and I have a couple broccoli plants planted as well, a quick spray. Ornamental allium. And we'll get the broccoli too. Also, check out the size of these anemones. They are gorgeous, but a little on the short stem side currently. Those will get longer in the next couple weeks. In the meantime, I'll enjoy these beauties. I don't know if he's a little brown leek moth or not. They are brown, but they're usually nocturnal. All right, I've picked out some plants. I'm just getting a feel for where I might want to lay them out. The sun is starting to break through, and like I said, today we are expecting near record-breaking temperatures. This is usually weather we get in like late July, early August, so wow. Also, I got my little garden planted up. Got some wave petunias in there. Can't wait for those to get nice and big and beautiful. I think it's gonna be cute. Also, I really like to plant my tomatoes deep, so I've pinched off the lower leaves here and I've dug my hole as deep as I can, and it'll get buried about to here. All right, the sun's coming out, so I think I'll stop here. It's 11 o'clock or so. Yeah, a nice little start. Got a ground cherry over there. I think I'll put mostly peppers here. I'm kind of embracing a more chaotic style this year. I'm just planting stuff wherever I feel like it. All right, we're back in the house, nice and cool. But I did want to just say a couple of things. So I forgot to show you, but I did add a little pinch of fertilizer in the bottom of each hole as I planted my tomatoes. And my favorite fertilizer, you could use any all-purpose fertilizer, but my favorite is Gaia Green. It's an organic fertilizer. It's well balanced. It's 444. And other than maybe if I get around to adding some Neptune's Harvest liquid seaweed fertilizer, they might get a top up of that once or twice this summer, but I really rely on, at planting time, fertilizing my plants. The other thing I wanted to mention is just a little bit more about that BT. So it is considered an organic pesticide. It is effective on moth and butterfly caterpillars only. So your beneficial insects are all going to be fine. It's non-toxic to animals, wildlife, pets, humans. You can apply it the day you harvest if you want. I'd definitely give it a wash, but it's not going to harm you in any way. I am a little careful to not apply it to anything that's in bloom that I think, butterflies might be attracted to. So it only got applied to the garlic and the brassicas that I wanted to protect from the cabbage moth and the leek moth. So I feel pretty safe about using it, and it does work really well. I've used it for lots of years in the past, mostly for the brassicas, but now I'm happy to hear that it's also effective for the leek moth. If you have tent caterpillars, it also works on those. So just to give you a little more information, and I think that's all I had to share. So it's hot as balls out there now, and we're gonna hang out where it's nice and cool in the house for the rest of the day, and hopefully get some more stuff done tomorrow, and I'll bring you along with that too, if we get some more time tomorrow. So I thank you as always for stopping by. I really enjoy spending time with you guys. I hope you come back. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.